People don't understand. A lot of people don't know how good I was at football. I was one of the best players in the world.
Anthony Mundine, welcome to Kingsley's Steakhouse for high stakes. You excelled in rugby league. At the time you left, you were still the highest paid player in the game. You made the switch to boxing. If you hadn't played league, if you hadn't entered the boxing arena, what would you have done, do you think?
I don't know, I asked myself that many times. When I was a kid, when I was in my teens, early teens, and coming out as a kid, 9, 10 years old, I knew what I wanted to be. I had it set in my mind what I was going to achieve, and nothing was going to deter me or stop me from achieving that goal.
Were you a better footy player or a better boxer?
Bruh, people don't understand. A lot of people don't know how good I was at football. I was one of the best players in the world. You know what I mean? Arguably the best in certain times in 99, 96, I believe as well. That's why, bro, it hurts me, even it gets me emotional talking about it, because the achievements I achieved, like throughout all my juniors, I made every sort of representative team, Australian schoolboys, Australian junior kangaroos. I just wanted to get that senior clip under my belt, and then I was going to stay there for a year or so, and then I was going to bounce to boxing. But they made me leave early, man. It's sad because with a pack like that and with a team like that, with the Australian team, I would have done crazy things.
It still irks you to this day, doesn't
bro,
it? And you feel that racism did play a part in your non-selection.
Of course it did, bro. Like, that's the only thing it played. But not just that, but obviously I was outspoken. I was very in your face, like, not gonna sort of comply to the fact, be a nice guy, this, that. I'm gonna speak my mind, speak what's in my heart, what's the truth, or what's right. And me doing that, and then I embraced Islam, and then talk about political issues as part of my people, and some faith things with the 9/11 and things like that. Obviously it didn't sort of help me in any sense, but alhamdulillah, bro, it was all meant to be, and I've got an unprecedented story, man.
You do. Now, your dad was a champion boxer. No doubt you feel that played a part, and you would have been given loads of advice throughout your life and your career. If you look back on it now, what is the one piece of advice that you think you received that allowed you to become who you eventually became, which was a 2-time boxing world champion coming from rugby league?
The main advice that I got that led me to being, I reckon, the man I am today, and kept me balanced in life, was the advice of my dad, that don't drink, don't smoke, basically the poisons of society, the drinking, the smoking, the alcohol, and the gambling and things like that. Stick away from them. Like, you lose your job, you lose your family, you lose your home. You know what I mean? I just wanted to succeed, and I just wanted to reach my goals. And if that wasn't going to help me, then I was saying no. And to this day, I never drunk, I've never smoked, I never took drugs.
Never had one sip of alcohol?
No one sip of alcohol.
Because I used to see you back in the days in the nightclubs. People always assumed that you were partying.
They used to think I was charged up, you know what I mean? But I was just drinking water, making out drunk, having a joke with them. But you know what I mean? Like, it's no one gonna help me, and where I wanted to go, and where I wanted to be. And if they didn't help me, then why do it?
Now, way back when, you also embarked on a musical career.
Yeah.
Which didn't actually pan out the way you'd hoped to, but now we're seeing some music being released that was recorded years ago.
Yeah, bro.
Tell me about that whole process.
What happened, man? Like, I recorded this album about 2007, around 2007, and it was a crackers album, and the first song we sort of put out there was Platinum Rider. And as you know, I was very militant, very to the point, and what you see is what you get, type of thing. And I you know, in that film clip, I burnt the Prime Minister, I think it was John Howard at the time, and I burnt the Australian flag because of what it represents to our people and the pain that it brings our people, especially the Union Jack. I don't think that went down too well.
The project was shut down after that.
It went down too well, so the project pretty much shut down. I was sort of blackballed from releasing sort of any other music or songs. But I've got about 13 songs that are like mad songs. It's about my story, about my life. It will inspire a lot of, especially black fellas, but a lot of young kids, white, black, brown, and brindle. It'll inspire them to want to achieve their greatness within their goals and themselves. You know what I mean? So.
And one of the songs you recorded with the late Archie Roach.
Archie Roach has got an iconic song amongst the black fellas, which is called "Took the Children Away." Well, it's an iconic song with everybody, I believe, if anyone hears it and listens to it. And through Archie's story of being part of the stolen generation, and my mum's mum, Eileen McGuinness, she died with no identity. She was stolen generation, and that's why it hit a chord with me. Back then, I said I want to do something with Archie. You know what I mean? I want to do something with Archie, and obviously I was high profile and things, so I got in contact with him, and I asked him, would you bless me with redoing the song with me? And he said, yeah, no problem, brother. Of course, I love what you do. You know, because I fight the fight, and I take it up for the mob. So he was more than happy to do it. And he coming down to Sydney. He flew to Sydney. I flew him to Sydney from Melbourne. We went in the studio at Redfern, Alexandria, Chippendale, and we recorded over 2 days. Recorded the song. Re-recorded the song, Took the Children Away, our version. And I just hope, I know it's a mad song, like, I'm biased, so, you know what I mean, but it's different to Archie's version, but it's more, it's timeless, because it's not gonna, you know, when I listen to it now today, it sounds like it did in 2007, and I still love it. So, you know what I mean, hopefully the people that hear it and purchase it will enjoy it and get to know the story of, and my actual lyrics, I write them myself. I wrote my lyrics my lyrics to myself, and it was from the heart, speaking from my nan's perspective and our people in general. You know what I mean? That's been through that.
How do you think the Aboriginal community will react to hearing Archie from beyond the grave?
Yeah, I think that'll be great, man. I think Archie's a living legend, bro. Like, I'm sorry, not a living legend, but he's passed away now, but God bless his soul. But he's a legend overall, in every sense, in every essence. So I think they'll be. You hear this song, bro, and you listen to his voice, and you pump that ghetto blaster or stereo loud as you can, and that voice will just go through your soul, brother, and it's going to touch a lot of people, man.
I don't think the average Australian who's not Indigenous understands the pain and hollowness of what it might feel like to be part of the stolen generation.
Well,
what's it like for you to have a grandmother that, as you say, did not have an identity and passed away not having an identity?
Yeah, that's the thing. And to see what she was a part of, obviously God created it, but she was from having nobody to having so much family, like sons and daughters, and then grandkids and things like that, and the family that she was a part of to created now is crazy. Bro, for me, it's just trying to educate through music, give the people the education through music, and It's funny you say that because in my last, in the lyrics in my last sort of verse, I talk about, I flip it and say, what would you do if they did that to you, kind of thing, you know what I mean? What would you do if they took your kids away from you? Have them to think, well, that is true. Well, I'd go crazy, you know what I mean?
Of course. You're a father now. How do you pass your culture down to them?
I just try to be proactive in taking them back to the country, to meeting their relatives and family, let them know what our culture, try to teach them about our culture, who we were as a people, and yeah, I try to embed it into our daily talks, routines, or whatever when I'm with them. Yeah.